Hey guys, what's up? It's 2-Bit Jesus, and welcome to another weekly episode of 2-Bit Talks. And today I'm going to talk about where I see the PlayStation going. There's one YouTuber that does videos like this around this time every year, Adam Korlick. I love his videos. He's really awesome. If you haven't seen him, check him out. He's very insightful, and I've been wanting to talk more about kind of where I see consoles headed, and that's kind of been the inspiration and why I'm sitting here talking about where I think PlayStation is headed. Well, all in all, I really think that they're going to try to be steady as she goes with their product. And more specifically, I kind of want to address some things that I've seen the community talking about, the overall gaming community. A lot of people think maybe there's going to be a PS5 by 2019 or maybe even 2018. I doubt that. And some are even thinking 2020 or 2019, and I'm going to give my thoughts on that. I think, and this is my prediction, where I see PlayStation is, I kind of see I don't think they want to rock the boat with the PS4. They don't want to really take any chances because, frankly, it's the only thing that's selling for Sony. Their Vizio TVs, from what I heard, are good or decent, depending on who you ask, but as far as like in the marketplace, are they competitive? They're trying to claw their way back, but that's a steep hill to climb to be number one again. Let's not even get started on Sony Pictures and the horrible train wreck that is. So the PlayStation brand is really the only top dog successful franchise, or not franchise, but brand that they have. So they don't want to take chances with it. And because of that, I see two scenarios playing out. Okay, scenario one has two factors in it: the Nintendo Switch and the Xbox One X. I see Sony next year trying to compete with the Xbox One X with their PS4 Pro. They're going to be like, sure, this isn't true 4K, sure it's slightly weaker, but it's $100 cheaper, and we're going to give you a game with it. Or just say it's $100 cheaper and just be very competitive that way to try to combat the Xbox One X. And of course, the Nintendo Switch, I think, is on the back burner for them, but honestly, the Switch is outselling the PS4 when it launched. So the Switch has a possibility of completely destroying the PS4 in sales, and unlike the Wii, because the Wii also completely destroyed the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, they had a lot of shovelware, where the Switch is an actual, I feel, there's no gimmick there. It's you can have a controller and just play a game. They hit that sweet spot where they have the gimmick there, so the casuals will kind of pick it up, but they also allow for me, the guy who just wants to play on a normal controller, they allow me just to play a game. And you've seen that with some of the games like LA Noire, Wolfenstein 2, and even like when Skyrim came over, you've seen these games come out, so the Switch can get games that are coming out for the PS4 and the Xbox One. I think the Switch has the potential to be pretty stiff competition for the PS4 and even the Xbox One. And of course, the Xbox One X is vastly more powerful than their PS4 Pro, so it is like, oh, okay, the multiplats will play better on here. Now, I've heard a lot of people making arguments, oh, well, the PlayStation has exclusives. The funny thing is, the people who are making these arguments about, oh, the PlayStation has games, they have exclusives, were saying a few years ago when the Xbox had the exclusives and the PlayStation only had Bloodborne, they were saying, oh no, the multiplats run better on it, so, I want a system that's going to run the multiplats better. But now that the Xbox has the more powerful console, for some reason, it's about exclusives. I'm calling bullshit on that. But, again, there's that aspect of, that's a more powerful console. So I think in 2018 they're going to try to compete with both of these. Whether it's a combination of the Xbox One X and the Nintendo Switch kind of eating away at Sony's market share, or it could be a situation where the Switch is the top dog, Xbox is winning second place, and the PS4 is in, last in third place. I think they're going to at least try to fight that in 2018, and if we get to the end of 2018 and they haven't been able to, if they've just been losing market share, I think that's when they're going to decide 2019, we're going to weather this storm, but we're working on PS5. And from that point forward, it just depends on their development time. It depends on what they want the system to be. But I think 2020 or 2021, we will get a PS5. If that scenario plays out, where either by the Switch, the Xbox One X, or the combination of both completely eat away at Sony's market share. Now, the other scenario I think that plays out is if they are able to be competitive and say the Switch they flatline, and so it falls somewhere between the GameCube, either around GameCube sales or slightly above, meaning they fall between say 20 and 40 million units sold. And if the Xbox One X can't compete with the PS4 Pro, then I think Sony's in a very comfortable position, and they're like, hey, we got time to develop, let's just keep riding this wave with the PS4 and the PS4 Pro. I think if that's the case, it'll be 2020 or 2021, maybe even 2022 when we see the PS5, because at that point, they're still the top dog. They don't have to change. It's Nintendo and Microsoft that have to unseat them. So I think they just play it safe and they don't rock the boat, and eventually they come out with the PS5, because people forget the PS4 Pro is their stopgap. Traditionally, a console only lasts, they say 10 years, but it's really 7 years. A console runs for about 7 years, then its successor comes out usually the 7th year, and then they support that console for another 3 to 4 years. So technically, yes, a console lives for about 10 years. But it is replaced at about the 7-year mark. People, I think, don't realize, because a lot of people saying 2018 for the PS5 or even 2019, they don't realize the PS4 was their stopgap between those generations. They came out with that to buy them an extra few years to create whatever the PS5 is going to be, because honestly, they didn't think there was going to be a PS5. They kind of made the PS4 and lucked out because Microsoft totally botched their launch. The PS4 is an accident for Sony. They were not expecting it to be this successful. They were not expecting to be in the position they are. So the PS4 is their little gap in between, so they can figure out what the PS5 is going to be. Beyond that, though, I don't see there being a PS6. I think they'll probably make one more console, whether it be a streaming device or not. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Do you think we're getting a PS5 sooner rather than later? Do you even think we need a PS5? Are we good with the PS4 Pro and even the Xbox One X for the next 5 to 6 years? Thanks again, guys, for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. That way you won't miss a thing that comes out on the channel. And as always, stay safe and play on.